Hi, welcome to this short tutorial on Figma where we will do a design. Once you log into Figma, you will be presented with this dashboard. Click on design on the top and then it will open the design area. Over here, you can do a lot of things. So on the left hand side, you find the design kit and libraries that you are working with. And then you have simple design system. Let's explore simple design system. Let's assume that you want to build a small page. Okay, let's say that you want to build a navigation menu. You click on navigation and then you add the navigation button. For example, over here you can go ahead and add the button. You can click on insert instance and there you have it. That is the button. So the button itself has various properties. It has an icon and then it has the label, right? Now you can do a lot of things with this. Let me go ahead and move this camera off the screen. So on the right hand side, when you select the particular element, such as the one that you see over here, on the right hand side, you see a lot of things. For example, these are the states. It is hover or active. When you move your mouse over it, it is called as hover. The direction, it is in a column. The type, it is small or you can make it medium and it becomes big. It has an icon and then you can change the icon. Let me show you how to change the icon. There is the star icon over here. You can change the icon to something else. Let's just call this person, for example. It is not there. Let's try to search for something. Maybe let's see what icons we have over here. Let's assume that we are doing a play button. Let's see if we have something called as play here. Yeah, play with the circle. So I changed that design to a play with the circle and then it has a label, right? You can turn off the label as well. You can turn it on, right? And then you have a label. You can put that label over here. I will just say play now. That is the CTA or the label as we call it in programming. Play now. I will call this play now. And then we did that. And next we have the alignment. So we can align it center in the horizontal axis and then center in the vertical axis, right? So this by itself is in it is not in for example, let's just say that we build something like this, right? We have this particular over here. I will call it add instance, right? For example, now we have this and then the pattern went somewhere, so I have to zoom out and see. Let's just zoom out just to see where the button went. Actually, I think I'm there. Let's just delete this and let's just delete this. And let's assume that we wanted the button somewhere over here where it says sign in, or maybe I wanted the button here, right? Instead of this, we can put a button over there. So here again, we will go to simple design and then buttons and then icon button. This time I will say insert instance I will move this icon right over here, and then I will just make this icon go over here. I want it in this particular place, and then we can select the icon and select this, and we can just align it horizontally and vertically. Over here it is not showing the alignment properties. Actually, I'm having a hard time to place it. Okay, and you can just change. At the moment, let's assume that you want to change it to a circle icon. That is how you do it. And then you have various properties for different elements. For example, this is the shop. Okay, so the default state is open. You can change the background color and fill as well. Over here you can change the colors. For example, I will make it C66666, and that is how it looks. The page color changed. So hope that this particular tutorial showed you something about the design work on Figma, right? I will move with a simple element like this and then show you so that you can learn. So over here it is primary, and then the state is default. Then we want to go ahead and change the fill color. For example, let's go ahead and change this colors to, let's go ahead and change it to this. Okay, yellow color. Now the border color for that, let's make it something else. Let's make it secondary, and that is the border color. Now, so let's zoom in to 100% so that we can see it correctly, and then we click and change the other properties. For example, this was a play button in our case. So play with circle, and I do it like that, and it is there. The next thing that I'm going to show you is the this is about it, guys. For example, we created 44 by 44. We can drag it and make it bigger. We can make it smaller, right? You can do a lot of things in Figma. So when I hover now, it is not having any effects. So you can just say state hover. Now we can make it do a few more things. Okay, on hover, I want it to be purple or green maybe. So let's just make it like that. And then border, after hover, I want it to make it look like this, right? Now let's see what happens. I will go ahead and click on this, and I will just say preview. Let's just share it, right? So that publish to community. Uh, let's just call this play button, and then play button. And just put it in icon text, and then next, and we just have to put the icon and all. It will take some time, so I will not show it. But here I will go with default, and then over here now we have a working prototype. Okay, so if you want, I can show a lot of things other than this. If this gets if this video gets about 1,000 likes, then I will make the next tutorial. Thank you so much.